So, we have seen brands like Adidas experiment with generative AI for design and content creation, using Dell E to create around 10,000 sneakers designed for one of their campaigns. Do you think generative AI is more of a creative booster or a potential creativity help?
Thank you for this question. Let's be also realistic here.
Yeah.
For most big brands and agencies, to talk about pure creativity is not the main point. The real reason they are using generative AI is for speed and money. It's about making more content much faster and for less cost. So this is the business reality. Generative AI is not a partner. It's not a partner in Creative Studio. It's the engine in a new kind of creative factory. And the Adidas example shows this perfectly. They didn't use AI to find one perfect artistic design for a museum. No. They used this to make thousands of designs, a huge number of creative choices, right? And they can use these choices to personalize ads for many people or to do A/B tests on a massive scale. For most marketing departments, this is the real reason to use it. They want to create hundreds of versions for performance marketing, for social media, for banner ads, and here the volume and speed are more important than one perfect masterpiece. So from this real point of view, is it a booster or crutch? For business results, it's a massive booster. It boosts your efficiency. It boosts the amount of content you can make, and it boosts the speed to test and learn. For the business, it's a huge, clear win. But it can be a crutch for the real creativity. It often creates a good enough attitude. Why should a team spend 3 days making one perfect image when the AI can make 50 good enough images in 3 minutes? It makes the time and special skill of creative people seem to be less important. But it can also lead to lots of boring content that all looks the same if the human using the AI has no strong vision. So the reality is this: generative AI is a booster for business of marketing, but it is a possible crutch for the art of creativity. It's a tool that's turning our creative work into factory process, basically. Our challenge now is to use this factory to produce great work and not just a lot of cheap, boring content.
So apart from taking over mundane tasks and supporting content creation, as you've just described, Frank, tools like Google's Meridian also, and not also, but help with marketing mix modeling, also powered by AI. So marketers can therefore now quite easily answer, for example, which channels drive their sales. So how do you think those tools reshape how we optimize our marketing efforts moving forward?
Yes, this is a very important topic. Tools like Google Meridian are not just a small change. They are changing everything about how we plan our marketing. In the past, this work was like reading a history report. At the end of quarter, we looked back at our data and we tried to understand what worked. But the reports were always late and the market was already different. We were basically always driving by looking into the rear view mirror, right? And now AI platforms are turning this history report into flight simulator for marketing. These tools don't just tell us what happened, they let us simulate what will happen in future. For example, with Google Meridian, you can ask a question, something like, what will happen to my sales here in this market if I move 15% of my social media budget to TV for the next quarter? And the AI runs a simulator. It uses all its data and gives you a forecast. Adobe has a similar tool tools that can predict how budget changes will affect the customer journey, and this changes everything. But the biggest change this brings is that now everyone can be a strategist.
Yeah.
Before this kind of complex work was only for a few expensive data scientists. But now a brand manager of a marketing lead can use these tools. They can run their own simulations and make smart decisions about their budget based on data in just one afternoon. So you no longer need to be a data scientist to be a brilliant strategist. So to summarize, these tools are changing our jobs. We are moving from being historians who study the past to being pilots who can simulate different futures and choose the best path forward. It makes our marketing planning much faster, much smarter, and it helps us look to the future.
After hearing your answer, I feel like we all feel that AI is no longer just for tech giants anymore. So what do you think? What opportunities does this open for smaller brands, and what challenges might they face adopting it?
Yes, this is a fantastic development. As I wrote in my article, AI is not just for the big companies anymore. For smaller brands, AI is the great equalizer. For the first time, a small e-commerce shop can have the same kind of marketing power as giant company. But this also brings a new difficult challenge. First, let's talk about the opportunity. In the past, only a big company could pay for a huge data team or top creative agency to make hundreds of different ads. Now a small startup with just 2 people can use an AI tool to do much of the same work. They can check their customer data to find a special market. They can use AI to create special ads just for that group, and they can use AI agent to run the campaign. AI gives them the power and speed of a big marketing department for very low cost. It lets them compete with brains, not just with a big budget. But this leads to the biggest challenge, and I call it the curse of the blank page. Imagine you open a powerful tool like ChatGPT and it just sits there. You just see a blinking cursor waiting for you. The tool can do almost anything, but it can do nothing without great strategy or clear question. A big company has a tons of its own data and clear business plan to guide its AI. A smaller brand maybe doesn't have this clear plan. So the problem for them is not the tools, the problem is the strategy. So what data should they look at? Who is their customer really, right? What should they tell the AI to make? If you don't know what to ask, the most powerful AI in the world is completely useless. The technology is easy to get now, but the strategy is still the hardest part. So the opportunity for small brands is huge. They now have the same powerful weapons as big companies. But the challenge is this: having powerful weapon is not enough. You must know where to aim it.
Yeah, that's nicely summarized and completely makes sense. Sadly, we are coming slowly to the end of this podcast, but let's start looking ahead. Even if it's the end of the podcast, let's look ahead. So your article closes with the idea that AI shines brightly when paired with human creativity. That's also a little bit what you've just said, probably what smaller brands need to probably look into. So how do we keep the humans in marketing as AI becomes more dominant?
Yes, that is the most important question for our future, I would say. So as AI takes over more of the boring tasks, it doesn't make the human marketer less important, I think. It actually makes our human skills more valuable than ever before. The best way to keep the human in marketing is to focus on 2 areas, I believe. These are the places where we will always give the most value. We must be the strategic guide for AI, and we must be the the source of the true human connection for the customer. First, we must be the strategy guy, as I said. So think of the AI as brilliant and very fast new employee. It can do huge amount of work, but it needs a senior leader to give it the wisdom, the business knowledge, and the good taste. Our job is to guide the AI's power. We make sure that every image, every text, and every campaign it suggests, it's not just correct, but it also has that special quality, and it perfectly shows the brand personality. We are the ones who take the AI's work from the good enough to great. And the second, we bring the human connection. AI understands the data, but a human understands people. The AI can see what a customer does. We can understand why they do it, right? Our job is to bring this deep understanding of the customer's real hopes, fears, and feelings into the marketing strategy. We use our gut feeling and real conversations to add to the AI's data. This makes sure our marketing is not just fast, but that it really connects with people and shows that we care. We are the ones who build the long-term brand loyalty and trust that data alone cannot create. So this is a very positive change for us. We are moving away from the boring tasks and moving towards the most valuable and satisfying work, giving the strategic wisdom that guides the AI and the deep human empathy that builds the real customer relationships.
In your article, you have talked about 5 top trends, right? So if you had to pick just one of the 5 trends that will have the most transformative impact on digital marketing over the coming 2-3 years, which would it be and why?
Yeah, thank you. That's a tough question because all of the trends I wrote about are connected and very important. But if I must choose just one that will change the most in the next 2 to 3 years, the one that will completely change our jobs and our teams, it has to be AI agents. Here is why generative AI is a tool to create content. Hyper-personalisation is the goal and data is the fuel. But AI agents are the engine. They connect everything and they get the work done. This is the trend that will have the biggest impact on our daily work. Think about it like this. An AI agent uses generative AI to write an ad copy. It uses data to choose the right audience. It checks that the ad follows all the privacy rules. The agent is the part that brings all these other technologies together. It turns them from just tools into the workforce that works by itself. This is not just about making one task faster. This is about automating the whole marketing process from start to finish. And the reason this will change so much, so fast, is because it directly hits the business and the team structure. When one marketing strategist can use a team of AI agents to do the work that once took 10 people, it forces us to completely rethink what a marketing department even is. It changes our hiring, our skills, and how we measure our work. So all the trends are changing what a marketing can do, but AI agents are the trend that will change the job of the marketer the most. They are the true engine of this new era, I believe.
Just so our last question is always what our listeners should watch out for in the upcoming year. Since we can all agree after particularly listening to you that AI is here to stay, and obviously also we can see it on a daily basis will evolve faster than we can probably currently even imagine. So maybe your 2 to 3 year outlook for the AI agent might be just in next year, right? Who knows how quickly this all is going to evolve.
Yeah, thank you for this question. That's the right question to end with. The most important thing for marketers to watch in the next year is not just that AI will get better at talking. The biggest change we will see is that AI will learn to see. We are moving from just talking to our AI tools with text to new time of visual AI that understands the context. Think about it. Right now, we mostly type commands to our AI assistants. But in the next year, the AI will be able to look at our screens with us. It will be like having a super smart expert sitting next to you, looking over your shoulder. And you will not have to describe your sales dashboard in text. The AI will see the charts and understand the data with its eyes, just like you do. The big platforms are already building this. For example, imagine you are in a Google Analytics dashboard. You don't spend 20 minutes making complex report. Instead, you just circle a strange spike in the traffic chart with your mouse and ask AI, what caused this? And the AI will see what you circled. It will understand the context of the report on your screen, and it will give you answer immediately. We will see this inside our marketing clouds too. You might be looking at a complex customer journey map in Salesforce or Adobe. So instead of searching for a problem by hand, you will just ask the AI, looking at this journey, where is the biggest problem? And show it on the screen for me. The AI will look at the map and show you the problem. This is so important because it will make complex data analysis much easier and more natural for everyone, not just the technical experts. We will get ideas from our data much faster. So the thing to watch for this change from talking AI to visual AI that understands the context. It will be like moving from a phone call with your assistant to having them right there in the room with you, looking at the same information. And that's all.
Thank you so very much, Frank, for all your knowledge, your insights. I loved listening to you, and it's an eye opener, and very valuable. So thank you so very much. It was.
I'm so honored. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you, ladies. It was a great honor and so nice to talk to you, and brilliant questions. It made me rethink many things and search for information and recombine it in my head. So it's an interesting topic which I really love to talk about.
Yeah. It shows.
Thank you.
That was and thank you so much.
And that's a wrap on this episode of Globally Speaking. From hyper-personalisation that feels psychic to digital agents that never sleep, it's clear. The future isn't just arriving, it's already here. Remember, the tech is powerful, but it's your creativity that makes it meaningful. AI can crunch the numbers, write the drafts, and optimize the ad, but only you can tell the story that connects. If you enjoyed this episode, give us a like and share with your colleagues, and watch out for our next episode.